Good morning. This is Shirley, the herbalist. Is hops, and I don't sell a lot of hops, but the one I did sell, a lady walked in, and this truly happened. She walked in and she said, "I need help for my husband. He drinks a 6-pack. When he gets home, he was a carpenter, and then after he eats, he drinks another 6-pack and go to bed." And she said, "It's going to destroy his liver." And I said, "You're telling me." So she looked at me and she said, "Help me." And the only thing that came to me was hops. And so he would take herbs. And so she just didn't tell him. She added, and I said, "Let's do the maintenance. And if it's not doing anything, keep moving it up until you see a change in him." And she did. And she kept on moving it up. And the hops was starting to relax him. And so when he came home, he didn't have the 6-pack. And she came back in and she said, "I want another bottle. It's working." And then after a while, she said, "Now, after dinner, he's not having the 6-pack. He says he don't need it no more." But she said, "I'm feeding him a lot of hops, and it relaxes the body. He can go to sleep without drinking all that beer." And she was so happy. And it was because of her asking for help is how I got into helping people to get their husband off of drinking beer. Okay, hops, a lady in Washington she had insomnia. It was really, really bad. She walked the floors at night. She couldn't sleep, couldn't relax during the daytime. So the doctor took a pill and filled it with hops flowers. And then he gave it to her and told her to go to sleep. And she says she had the best sleep because all hops does, it relaxes the nervous system. And when it relaxes, you can sleep. And hops is a part of the nerve formula, which rebuilds the nerve sheath. And you got to remember, every time we're under stress, we kind of mess up our nervous system, and we can repair it with hops. Hops stimulates and relaxes the nerve tonics in increasing heart action, capillary circulatory system. It helps with the nervous system. Hops relaxes. It helps with the liver. It relaxes the liver, the gallbladder. It reduces inflammation and relieves pain. The first mention of hops was by King Pepsin, king of Franks, in 768, which he speaks of the hop garden. They have gardens, and it was all hops in the garden. Hops was introduced in the breweries in Holland. In England, in the breweries in 1524. The Dakota tribe Indians used hops for digestive problems. Their Apaches made bread from the seeds in the female flowers. Hops was eaten raw and eaten like asparagus. During the reign of Henry VIII, they introduced it in the brewery, and bitter it is. Bitter, more hops you put in it, bitter the beer is, but longer it lasts. Because hops has got something that kills bacteria and viruses, and it kept the beer longer in the heat of the weather and everything like that. And the herb itself helped preserve the brew. The herb is extensively cultivated in England, in the United States, in Germany, in France, in South Russia, Australia, and New Zealand. Hops is the most famous as a sedative. The classic home remedy for a sleepless night is a hot cup of hops tea before going to bed. Hops alone helps with pain relief. Hops, it relieves the pain of rheumatism when the pain interferes with sleep. Hops reduces inflammation and helps relieve colds and flus. It will help the sufferer rest, especially with children. And you can put the children, put a little bit of fruit juice in there, and they will just go to sleep. Most time what we use is catnip, but they said hops is real good with children. If a person becomes nervous or irritated, a cup of hops will calm them down. Hops is said to be one of the best remedies for irritation, exhaustion, stomach, helps nerves, excitement of attack. It tones and heals the digestive system, such as the liver and the gallbladder. Hops is excellent to stop spasms, to calm the cough of bronchitis. It reduces the sexual drive in both men and women. Hops contains at least 2 antibiotic substances effective on staph and skin bacteria. It will kill it. This is the reason that hops begin to use it to make beer, since these substances retard the being spoiled and preserve the beer. The bitterness of the beer relies on to the greatness extent of the amount of hops it's used in Europe. More bitter is preferred in Europe and less in the United States. They don't like so much preservatives. Well, it's not preservative. The hops, because it's a strong tasting. The new shoots can be used as a salad. They can be steamed. They can be chopped as a good vegetable. They can be added to omelets. In Sweden, they manufacture all kinds of cloves. The herbalist, long-time use of hops as calming, relaxing for the nerves, for the anxiety, for nervous tension, headaches, nervous gastro complaints, and IBS. Hops have been found to act as bladder and kidney problems, such as painful and urinary tract infection. It helps to clear the lungs. Pain reliever, helps asthma, colic, muscle cramps, and spastic colon. Research says hops help to clear up skin problems, eczema, herpes, ringworm, and skin discoloration. A recent study found hops to demonstrate hypoglycemic and helps decrease the craving for alcohol. Well, we found that out with that man. It helped him. It took a while. I mean, it took months. It didn't happen overnight. But she got her answer to her prayers. The ash is very valuable in the manufacture of various Bohemian glassware. So they use the ash of hops, for the glassware. Cardboard and paper can be made from the pulp of the plant. The stalks useful for baskets and wicker work. Hops are sometimes used for cattle feed. The historical use is nervine. It's used for insomnia, rebuild the nerve sheath. It stimulates and relaxing tonic. It increases the heart action. It relaxes the liver, the gallbladders. It reduces inflammation, pain for digestive problems. It helps. It's a cure-all. Stomachache, earache, headache, bruises, rheumatism, cold, bedwetting, all nervous conditions, intestinal cramps, spasms, conditions against staph and skin bacteria. So I hope you have learned something about these herbs. And please, if you got any questions, just ask the questions, but most of the time make sure that you buy the herbs from a good place that makes sure that they're clean, not have heavy metal. Thanks, bye.